Hello. Sorry. Let me start all over. Hello. My name's Kayla, and this is going to be my first ever podcast on my YouTube channel. That's going to be about me talking about God, like I do on one of my TikToks accounts that's called the same thing as this YouTube channel, Jesus and K. And this YouTube channel is also going to be about just like, I guess basically just like vlogs throughout my day, like what I do, just like normal vlogs. So let's get started. I'm gonna be talking about my testimony. And to start off, I'm not really good at talking, like explaining things. So bear with me, please. Bear with me. Is that what it's called? Bear with me. I don't know. I hope you guys know what I mean. If I said that wrong. Let's ignore my nails. If you guys notice my nails, by the way, I just wanted to point that out for you guys before you guys point it out. I'm just kidding if anyone points it out. I was taking them off today at school, and as we can see, I took up one hand, and then three of them got stuck in this hand, and then I hurt this finger, my pointer finger. So that's great. Anyways, if you guys hear background music, background like talking, I'm sorry. I put on the noise cancellation, so hopefully it doesn't. You guys can't hear it, but my fan is being pretty loud outside, so you guys probably can. Anyways, let me get started on my testimony. I don't know where to start. Okay. I grew up going to church. I grew up, my parents always took me to church as a little girl. I would go to, honestly, all I remember is going to my aunt's church most of the time. And then sometimes I would go to like different churches because I moved with my mom and she still wanted to keep going and stuff. And yeah, but I didn't really, it's not that I didn't believe in God. Like, but I didn't believe in God. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, my mom obviously believed in God. She would always go to church and stuff. And I would too. But that's all I would see. Just like things that would happen at church. So I never I was never into it. And I was never when people would ask me as a little girl, they'd be like, oh, like, you believe in God, right? And I'd just be like, but I didn't know what that meant, to believe in God. So I was like, oh yeah, I do. And then they would ask me questions and I'd just be like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But basically I just wanted to put that out there that I did grow up going to church. But over time I completely lost myself because I grew up being one of those kids that were like, oh, I need to fit in. Because I'm gonna put this out there. Okay? Because I want to tell you guys like my full testimony and like why I did the things I did. And I want to tell you guys why I felt like I always wanted to fit in. I always wanted to fit in because growing up with my family as a little kid, I never felt heard or understood. I always felt like I annoyed everyone. And like if I spoke, I felt like in my head, they were saying like why is this girl talking? Like, shut up. And that's what I thought they would think in their head. You know what I mean? So like they made me feel that way. Nah, I don't want to say they made me feel that way because that makes me feel bad. But I felt that way growing up. Like I just annoyed everyone and stuff. So like I always wanted to fit in, and like I always tried to be someone I was not. And growing up, I got into the wrong crowd, I'ma just say, and I grew away from God. And when I grew away from God, that was around the age I don't remember the age, but I was in 7th grade when I first started going away from God. Um, During that time, it was super bad for not just me, but for my family because of the way I was acting. I was super mad at the world, and I would always just I would get mad at the littlest things. Like if someone told me hi, I'd be like, "What? Like, what do you want?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was like so mad at the world, and I literally thought I was the crap. I'm not gonna tell you guys. I really thought I was the crap. Like, it was low key embarrassing thinking back. But like, um, basically, hello. Sorry, I literally just like lost track of what I was gonna say. Basically, I'm sorry. I literally forgot. Um, I I stopped. No, no, no. Sorry. I'm literally thinking about what I was gonna say, and I can't remember. Give me a second. It's like processing through my head. Where did I leave off? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So basically, I was. It was just a toxic in my house all the time. I would always argue with my mom, and I don't just mean like arguing. Like I would yell at her. And I would like disobey her so much. Like she would be like, if I wanted to go outside with my friends, because I lived in a neighborhood where like I would always go out with my friends during that time. So if I wanted to go out with my friends and she was like no, because like obviously we've been arguing for like super long time, I'd be like, man, I don't care, I'm gonna go outside. And I would literally go outside, like I would not care, and she would drag me. I probably shouldn't be putting this out there, but like we gotta speak the full testimony, y'all. We gotta speak the full testimony. This is my story, you know what I mean? But basically yeah, so it was like super bad. Lots of arguing with the mouth, lots of physical stuff happening with my parents. It was just bad. And um whatever, it was like super bad. And literally I remember like my mom, it got better. It got a little bit better, but I remember like one time I came home from school and my mom was like, "Kayla, I was cleaning your room and I felt the presence of the devil in here." And I was literally like, "What? Like, why would you, like, what? Who tells their kid that?" Right? You know what I mean? So I was like, "Ma'am," which I looked at her and I was like, "What?" And then she's like, "I don't know what it is, but like, you know." And then she just walked out, and I was like, hello, and you're just gonna leave me in my room after that? But I was like, okay, okay, let me take a deep breath. Like, what? What just happened? Anyways, um, whatever. Time passes by and I said I was farther from God. Now when people would ask me if I believed in him, I'd just be like, you know, that's how literally I would be. I'd be like, you know, I you know? And basically, I got into high school, freshman, sophomore year, super bad. Went into very bad smoking, like everyday type stuff. I wanted to find an escape. Um and obviously didn't work. It didn't work, and I was like so like drained. And let me point this out. My whole life, I felt like there was something missing in me. Like I would do everything I possibly could think of to like try to fill that void, but like no matter what I did, that void could not be filled. Like it was like emptiness in me, like something was missing. There was something empty in my heart, and I was always wondering what it would be. Okay, just want to put that out there. You'll see what that's for right now. But basically I time went by and like I still didn't believe in God. I stopped believing in God. Obviously I wouldn't even tell people that I believed in him. I just be like, right? And I started believing in the evil eye, like in nature too. I'd be like, not, I wouldn't pray to nature like, oh, you know, but like I'd be like, I would believe in the evil eye, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's our protection. Girl, girl, that ain't gonna do you nothing. Sorry, sorry. Um, but whatever. It got super bad, super bad, and it's arguing, drama, not with just my friends, family. Arguing and drama with friends and family. I would smoke all the time. I would go out and do stuff with people, which I'm not gonna say what, but like, you know what I mean? And it was just like, you know what I mean? it was just like doo doo. So so it was just like, I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it. That's just, it was it was bad. It was, I was extremely drained. Like I don't know how to explain how drained I was, but I was drained. Like you know when you see someone, like you see someone and you can just tell like damn, like the energy from that person, you know what I mean? That's exactly how it was. And literally my friend told me that her boyfriend would ask if I was okay. And keep in mind, her boyfriend didn't even know me, but like her boyfriend would ask like yo, is like she good? Like every time I see her, like I can feel her energy is like, you know. So so it was like super bad, and lost friends too, and I felt so alone, and I was like, what the heck? Like what the heck is happening? You know. And again, like I said, I always felt like there was something missing in my heart, like emptiness, you know. I gave God a try again. I gave God a try, and I was like, okay, like let me take you for real. And I did for a little bit. I took him for real for a little bit. I read my Bible, and went to church, and I took him for real for a little bit. And then I started to miss the world, and I slipped up, and I went back to the world. Super bad. I messed up. And then after that, after like a couple months, like not a full year, but after like a lot of months passed by, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna take you for real. And I took him for real. I was like, you know what, God, let's do this. Like, I can't do this without you. And I began reading my Bible. I began spreading the word. I began to feel my, not feel, but like, what, feel him changing me, but like I began to not just me, but other people would see him changing me, like changing the way I am, and read my Bible, spread the word. There's something else that I was gonna say. I'm like, I started following God, and I gave my life to God. And tell me why the second I gave my life to God, that feeling of emptiness and like the ache that would come from my heart was gone. It was gone. Okay, it was gone. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was struggling. I was struggling because the devil was fighting it, because he knew I was for real this time. And the devil was fighting me every single day. He was like, you're not worthy of this. He would tell me, he was like, you're not worthy. He'd be like, just kill yourself, just kill yourself. He would tell me to kill myself. This was like a couple months ago. Oh, sorry, this is like recently. He's been telling me to kill he was like telling me like, should I be saying that on here? Oh, I feel like I shouldn't be. He would tell me like, you know, but he was like, you're not worthy. Like you shouldn't, like you should like. And then he would tell me like, God's not gonna forgive you. You've done too much sin. This that, and I would be like, I would like, it would drain, and it wouldn't drain me. It would drain me actually. It would low key drain me too, and I wouldn't want to give up on God though. I'd always tell God, I'd be like, God, let it stop. Like, tell him to shut up. You know what I mean? And then, um, and then I remember that I went to church after like weeks of this happening. I went to church, and the pastor, walked up to me and prayed to me, and he was like, all those lies are from the devil, right? And he'd be like, all those lies are from the devil and stuff. And he told me that he literally like put his hand here, and then he was screaming in my ear, and he was trying to get it through my head. He was like, those are lies, those are lies. And he was saying like all these stuff. You can find it on YouTube. It's on Heroes Church. It's like an old video though from months ago. It's the name of their YouTube channel is Heroes Church, and I'm like the bottom, like all the way in the bottom, like somewhere in the near the bottom, and I'm here. It's like kind of towards the middle, towards the end, more towards the end though. and he was just praying for me and praying for me and telling me like, those are lies from the devil, don't listen, you're worthy. And he was telling me God has something so beautiful planned for you. And ever since that day, oh my gosh, let me tell you, ever since that day, I never had another thought thought from the devil like that again. Not once has the devil told me you're not worthy. Not once has the devil told me you're so you know what I mean? Not once. And I wanted to share that with you guys because everyone's testimony is different, right? Everyone's testimony is different. I'm sorry if you hear my dog crying. Everyone's testimony is different, right? Um, and it was, I just wanted to tell you guys because it's like super like, I want you guys to know my story. And I'm sorry if I didn't explain it well because to be honest, I know I don't explain things well and sometimes I make no sense. So I'm sorry. Um, but that's pretty much it, and I hope you guys enjoyed that little story. That was like the best way I could explain it, to be honest, because I wanted to live my life in sin. I'm not gonna lie. I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna do it my way. Like, I'm not gonna listen to God. During the time like I was like not believing in God, I was like, I'm gonna do it my way. Like, I'm not gonna listen to God. Like, what's God gonna do? That's literally how my mindset would be. I literally told myself like, I'm gonna do it my way. And in the future, when I'm older, after I enjoy my teenage years, I'll go back and find God. I'll go find God. He'll forgive me like he always forgives people. Excuse me? Don't. Anyways, and you know what God said? God said, no, you are mine. God said, no, you are mine. And he took me and he said, you're mine. And he said, you are gonna do something amazing and I am gonna prepare you now. Sorry, that was like the most powerful thing. That was the most powerful thing I ever said in my life. That he said through me right now. Okay, and that is basically the end of my first video because I don't think I can end with anything more powerful than that. But thank you so much if you watched the whole way through. God bless you. I will be posting content about the Bible, like things that like God tells me to post and stuff. And I will also be posting vlogs, okay? So thank you so much for watching. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I hope you have an amazing day. And I hope that this inspires you to follow God if you haven't started following him yet. And yeah, thank you. Have a nice day. Deuces.